Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And here we go from New Orleans. Here comes Williams on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Carr going to open with a pass here. Buys time, rolling right. Going deep right away. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And it sets up 2nd down. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down, and they go right back to him. A lot of grass ahead. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Going to the ground again on 1st. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. James Bradbury up from the secondary for that tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. They go play action with Khan. On the move, headed right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Headed out right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 4th and long. Well, I know some old-school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a 1st down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
Fourth down, here's Carr. Olave with the catch. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Room to the right. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
It's Kamara on 3rd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, Britton Covey. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Right to the air, it's Hurts. He puts some power on it, deep one left. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made.
Well, first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Glad you're with us. It's Blake Groupie to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
Stroud working out of the gun. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Stroud. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
That's Olave bringing in another one. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Carr going to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Carr. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Kamara is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll run it with Kamara. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Derek Carr scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Diggs in motion right. Play action. Stroud now. Eluding the pressure right. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. 2nd and 6. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. To throw his Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Here's Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time. The throwing again is Stroud. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. 1 second, all that remains. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Carr now to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Carr. Downfield, and he's got Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 53 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Carr will look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mixon is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Flushed out right. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Stroud sets up the play action. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense. Here's
2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Yeah, he is.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Blake Grupe out and ready to send this away. And here we go from New Orleans. Here's a return from the 7. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 2nd and 6 now. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's out of bounds up at midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Running left with Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st. They're set up at the 35 now. Now a give left side to Pacheco. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Called in by Worthy. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They go play action with Carr. Flushed out of the pocket. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense up to the line fast. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. And they just did.
Carr throwing on 3rd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Chiefs come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They have it following that interception on the final play of the 1st quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's caught by Hollywood Brown. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Working quickly here. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And the Saints return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. From the shotgun, Carr. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Got his target. It's Hill. And they make the tackle at the 38. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. That run good for a gain of 2. And just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Carr here from the gun. This is complete to Olave. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Carr with it on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Throwing his Carr. That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Kamara has the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. Dukes out a 1-stop. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Don't try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Saints are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. They give on second to Kamara. Into the second level past the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Carr with it on first. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Carr off the play fake. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Nicotomny's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Returning in from the 16. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Reed now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Carr back to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. Carr completes this one to Hill. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. To the air, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Looking to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They've got first down from the 31. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 23. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And oh, he got it! Interception! Paulson Adebo's got it. And the Saints can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Looking to throw, Carr. This is reeled in by Kamara. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Third down from the gun. That's caught for the first. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Offense in the hurry up here. Kamara running out of the gun. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another run for Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. QB sneak coming. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Working quickly here. Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Running behind center with Kamara. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Offense in the hurry up here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down for a loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle 3rd, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. Kamara's got it. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain. But boy, Brock, what a shot. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Gotta hurry this to the line. Running for it, Kamara. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Wow, they're going to pass it here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Back to throw it. Has it down close. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. The kicker, Blake Grupe, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it is Jamal Williams. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Shaheed in motion. Give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
We've seen his big play potential as a receiver, so I don't think it's a surprise to see them work in a little bit of a changeup and give him the ball on the ground. Held to a small gain here, but they don't mind. He still had enough to pick up the first down.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle. Second and 7. He'll go play action with Carr. And he'll let it go. Which was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Shaheed in motion. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again. It's second and 10. Carr. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Play action now. It's Carr. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Shaheed in motion. Now Carr. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. More from New Orleans after this. They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Big play coming up. Third and goal. Now, Carr. And he's in. Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. His kick is good. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Carr going to look to throw right away. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Carr now on second down. This one on target to Olave. 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That's taken in. And he's going to have a Saints 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30. Carr working out of the gun. 2 minutes remain. 1st half in a 7-0 game. We're back to New Orleans after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter. Again, it'll be Kamara. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. That's deep for Olave. He's got it. this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Saints going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Olave is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Carr. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. They'll run. It's Kamara. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the first.
Rupee's kick is good. And the Saints get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Carr. That'll be caught downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Carr now to throw on 1st down. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now, 2nd down throw from Carr. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Nope, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He'll try to run for it. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
4th and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Paulson Adebo is there to make the play. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they move the chains on 3rd down. They'll go again here with Kamara. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Back is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Carr. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be caught. It's a touchdown for the moment, but there are flags on the field, and not sure this one's going to stand. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints go up by 7. It is now 17-10. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. In motion is Hill. On 2nd down, here's a run with Kamara. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. Here now, 3rd and 5. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now, faking the give. A throw on the move is caught. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Shaheed in motion. He'll He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Well, as you can see on this run, this is a back who is not going to shy away from contact. He actually welcomes it. His ability to run through contact, break tackles, and still have the speed and burst to pick up big yards.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Williams. Not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, and that's all. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Kamara. And he'll twist his way to a good run. A pickup of 7 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A run here with Kamara. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. And they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Carr now. That's going to be caught, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the 1st down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
Here's 1st down. Carr. Oh, he pumps up the football. The Saints have got it.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike, the one...
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial. It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years, and our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Blake Groupie out and ready to send this away. And here we go from New Orleans. He fields it from the 8. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. He's on the move. Complete Derrick Henry. Continuing to move past the 45. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Blitz coming, Lamar. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again is Lamar. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. It's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, that's not something they honestly considered too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts from the 16. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 10 now. Forced out to his right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Saints are going to have it back, and it's marked at the 38.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
New set of downs for him at the 38. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not
line for 2nd down. Carr here from the gun. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Facing a 4th and 12, but this offense is undeterred. From the shotgun, Carr. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders or offensive guys have bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. Past midfield to the 45. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. Henry has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying to run with Henry. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Completes this one to Hill. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Kamara running out of the gun. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. It's Kamara on 3rd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Carr. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19. The Saints calling for a timeout, their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Pressure coming for Carr. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to end up out of bounds well short of that line, so the defense credited with a sack.
You know, in that situation, as hard as it is and everything flying around you, you just got to get rid of the ball. You got to know where you are. Not just wide receivers that always got to know the boundary. Running backs and quarterbacks do. Looked like we saw a little bit of panic, hence going out for the sack.
Carr throwing on 3rd. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
First down, here's Lamar. Getting out to his left. Throwing on the run, deep. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 44. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Slot man motioned over. Carr with it on first. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That's Odafe Owe with a stop.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Carr back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Kamara now on 1st and 10. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They give on 2nd to Kamara. He cuts it to the right sideline. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. That's caught by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Here's Carr. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air. Carr. Doesn't make the connection.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Carr. Into the hands of Olave. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Offense up to the line fast. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Working quickly here. Now Carr. Touchdown, New Orleans! Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints tie things up at 14. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. He breaks a tackle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Going to the ground again on 1st. Again he hits the 2nd level. Through the 35. Down the sideline into the red zone. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it! Touchdown! The Ravens grab the lead on their first series of the half. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's still just a 1-score game as we resume play in the 4th. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Running left, this is Kamara. And not much, he maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Carr off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. That throw behind his intended target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's back to throw. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Running behind center with Kamara. And he's held up short of midfield after a small gain. Offense in the hurry-up here. Here's 2nd and 7. Quick slant caught by Shaheed. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints down by 7. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another run for Kamara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Looking to throw it. This is complete to Olave. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Now a run with Kamara. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Run here with Kamara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They've got to keep moving quick here. Here he is to throw. The back's got it. And it's not over yet. So they score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So here are the Saints facing a consequential 2-point attempt. Here he is to throw. And this winds up incomplete. They took their shot for the dub and instead trail by one with almost no time left. So with barely any time left, they need everything to break their way. Oh, the Saints are looking confident that they have it, and they do! You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. Looking up towards the dome, can't bring it in clean. And normally that equals disaster, but it gets out of bounds and ends in a touchback. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Carr starting with a throw. That's caught by Chris Olave. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Carr now on 1st and 10. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So they'll decline this and take the result. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the shotgun, Carr. This is reeled in by Valdez-Scantling. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Kamara gets it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They go play action with Carr. He connects downfield on 4. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Kamara can't bypass that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. And he'll score! Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints finish up an excellent opening series. Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Jaden Reed to return this. Big lift from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers finish off their opening drive. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now Kamara. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets him 7 yards, and that brings an end to our first quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They start out with a 2nd and 3. They give to Kamara, left side. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
And looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Buying some time right. That's Hill working the sideline, complete. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Kamara running out of the gun. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Offense up to the line fast. Carr here from the gun. This one's caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Working quickly here. This is Kamara. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints take a second quarter lead. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could sound in a hurry. But Kate here. Right there, and then netted some positive yards.
He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Love to throw again. On the move, headed right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Saints take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Here's a give to Kamara. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Offense in the hurry-up here. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. They'll recover, still with it. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. On the return, here comes Reed. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be second down. Love out of the shotgun. He rolls to his right. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Love from the gun. This one taken in by Cray. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And this is down across the 30 before it stopped. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Going run again with Jacobs. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Alontae Taylor making the stop. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Love. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. At the 20. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Groupie to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints double their lead to 14. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. On the return, here comes Reed. Ball at the 33 for first down. Takes the handoff, now Love. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Brought in inside the 20. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. He's throwing for it. And he reaches the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 37, he's on the move. Into the hands of Olave. Down to the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints go up by 12. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Saints bump the lead up to 13 points. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing, Love. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Here's 2nd and 2. That finds Jacobs complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense up to the line fast. First down throw. Here's Love. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. To the air with Love. This throw is cupped. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Working quickly here. He'll throw it yet again. Forced out to his right. The throw is caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll run. Jacobs has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers get it back to within 6. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running left. This is Kamara. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
He'll look to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll run with Kamara. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. Another shot for Kamara. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He gets him halfway there with a 3-yard gain. They'll need 3 more on 3rd and goal. Kamara. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So the for 2. From the shotgun, Carr. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Reed. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Love looking to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Love now. Completes this one to Kraft. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. Try and push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans. It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And here we go from New Orleans. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now a run with Kamara. And this one is stopped after getting up past the 35. Offense in the hurry up here. Give on 2nd to Kamara. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. It's Kamara on 3rd down. And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th. Offense up to the line fast. Williams now on 1st and 10. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Justin Reed with the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10 now. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Working quickly here. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few. They're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Running behind center with Kamara. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another run for Kamara. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the start of the 2nd. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. Run here with Kamara. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
4th and 3, drive on the line. Carr here from the gun. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Offense in the hurry up here. Kamara. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Kamara running out of the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and goal, here's Carr. And he'll score, touchdown New Orleans! The Saints get some late points and the lead. Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in the line. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in the line. A second down run by Pacheco. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Alontae Taylor making the stop. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down from the red zone. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Escapes the... And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs start off well to tie things 7-7. Reed now to kick this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Carr with it on first. Flush down now to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Back to the air. Carr. Oh, he put some heat on this. Big gain downfield. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead just before halftime. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Hardman with a return. Oh, he's shown some burst on this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. Escapes out to the left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now motion him out of the backfield. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He's got it at the 30. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14. Reed now to kick this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming. But more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Carr trying again after the pick. As the open man downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Looking to throw, Carr. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
This is complete to Olave. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Carr throwing on 3rd. The back's got it. It's a New Orleans touchdown. Groupie to try that point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints tie this game at 21. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Hardman with a return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, Piron. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Carl Granderson in on the tackle. Working quickly here. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Completed over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun handoff to Piron. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Offense in the hurry-up here. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. Hauled in by Worthy. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Straight ahead they go with Piron. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Plowing up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Chiefs in range for a game-winning score. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Trying it right side with Piron. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Here he is to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Back to Pacheco here on second. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. Still one more in their pocket to use. 3rd and 4 coming up now. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
That one is good! And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Reed now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw it. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
93. 93.
Setting up to pass. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
6-18.
To throw. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
He connects downfield on 4. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. One final shot here. He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And there was no easy